What's up, everybody? It's me, Crosspatch. Welcome back to the Pittsburgh Steelers practice facility and the next installment of my Madden 22 Pittsburgh Steelers Money Play series. And the play we're going to look at today is great for picking up first downs. 3rd and 8, 3rd and 10. This should be one of your go-to plays, but it also gives us two different opportunities for picking up big yardage and maybe even throwing a few deep touchdown passes. So let's get to it. The play we want is in the gun, empty Steeler set, and it is verticals. Call a random play for the defense. And you know what verticals are, right? Everybody's going deep here. Outside guy's running 9 routes. The halfback, the triangle here, is running like a deep kind of go route, bend into the center of the field. Smith-Schuster's running a skinny post down the middle here, and Ibram is running a hook route with the R1, our tight end. So a few things to think about for setup here. Not much of a concern where the ball is spotted as far as the hash mark goes. We're mostly going to be focused on these two inside receivers, so there's plenty of space for them to do what they need to do. Some things you do want to be aware of. Smith-Schuster, the X here, is the number 1 receiver on my depth chart. So whoever you have in that number 1 receiver spot, he is the one who's going to be running this route. And even if we flip the play, he's still that guy. So that's just something to be aware of as far as managing your roster and making sure you have the guy you want in that role running that route. One thing you might have noticed is that the tight end did not switch sides. So now we've got the halfback running a hook route here. So we're going to flip it back the way we had it. And we don't want anybody running a hook route. We're going to hot route this tight end to run a drag. So that's what the play is going to look like. Obviously, if we had left it the way we had it, the halfback would be running the drag. I tend to like to throw the tight end on this. But, you know, whoever you trust more, if you have a halfback who's a good receiver as your third down back and you want to use him, and, honestly, as Harris develops here, I may be using him in this role. But for now, we're going to look to the tight end. And we are going to snap the ball, throw it away before TJ Watt can make us regret it. Take a look at the instant replay and how we're going to make some reads here. So we're looking at Smith-Schuster here, right off the ball. He's running down the middle of the field. And how these linebackers react to him are going to tell us what to do with the football. So this looks like we've got some Devin Bush trying to pick him up man-to-man. And Schobert gets pulled back with the running back. So that gives us this. This is what we want on this play. We have our receivers drawing the defense down the field, and we've got a wide open tight end underneath. So we can hit him right around here, cut it up for an 8-10 yard gain. Depending on the coverage, if he had gone downfield with one of the defenders, we could even get more out of it. We might be looking at 15 yards. So like I said, this is a good play for picking up first downs. We want our receivers drawing the defense downfield, and we want to have a dead spot underneath to hit our tight end. Super easy. And there could be different variations of this, obviously, right? This could be man coverage, and this guy could be picking up our tight end. And who is that? That's a cornerback. So that might be tough for him to win that, but if you have a tight end with decent speed, he should be able to get across the field on a drag and make a catch. Man coverage would mean everybody's downfield, and he could turn it up for a good gain. So what happens with Smith-Schuster here if these linebackers leave him alone? Well, this looks like it's some kind of cover 1 here. Devin Bush picks him up. So we wouldn't do much with Smith-Schuster on this. But sometimes what happens is these linebackers, whichever linebacker's going with them, we'll let him go right around here. Because he has this zone. Right? He's getting pulled back by Smith-Schuster, but this is his zone. And if we have like a cover 2, where we've got some safety split here, we can hit Smith-Schuster right over, with the ball right over the linebacker's head and hit him right about where the safety's standing right now. So that's our look to Smith-Schuster on that. If we can get it, you know, with a high safety pre-snap, I'm not expecting it. The other thing we could look for on this play is something like what we have here. This corner's coming up and trying to play man coverage. Trying to play bump and run. And if we can get a jump on him, which we don't here, so I wouldn't have thrown that. Let's see how Johnson does on the other side. Johnson doesn't really have his guy beat either. But you can kind of look at them, take a peek at them, and make sure you see what the safety's doing. We don't want a safety coming over to help that corner. And put it up for him. You know, if he's got his guy beat, that's a potential touchdown. So those are the things we want to look for on this play. Obviously, all kinds of different things can happen. But if you stick to those basic reads, you should almost always, I'm not going to say 100%, but almost always be able to hit this guy underneath. And occasionally, you will get an opportunity at one of these deep balls. So let's run it a couple times. Let's see what happens. Maybe we get a little look. Something like this, I might be a little hopeful for getting Smith-Schuster. We'll see how it ends up. Hot route our tight end. There he is. Take a look at that one. So again, we're reading this linebacker. What does he do? He's blitzing. So we've got a little bit of a hole here. Now, ideally, this guy wouldn't have been coming over. But we've got a little bit of a window to hit Smith-Schuster here. So we took advantage of that. We got a nice gain. Run a few more high safety. So I'm not hopeful that I'm going to get Smith-Schuster here, but look at Harris over there. Nobody's anywhere near him. And we got a touchdown. So it pays to look at your guys here and see what they are, what they're up against with the coverage. Harris has nobody matched up on him. Easy completion. Runs over Minka Fitzpatrick. Who was that? Fitzpatrick? Yep. And that's a touchdown. That's not what we look for on this play, but if it's presented, we take it. I was going to throw it up to one of these guys until I saw Harris here like this. Let's run it once or twice more and see what we got. Again, we got to look where we maybe get Smith-Schuster here. We'll see what happens. He's getting covered man-to-man. So we're going to go to Ebram. Take the easy completion for almost 10 yards there. Run it once more. Those cornerbacks are walked up a little bit. We'll see what happens. And we're going underneath for another nice gain. So that's it. Work on this play a little bit. Let me know how it goes. Let me know in the comments. Are you getting those deep shots open? Are you using it more for a third down kind of play? I'd love to hear how it's going for you. If you found this video useful, helpful, educational, or entertaining, please go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos. And whatever you decide to do, I hope you have a great day. And I will see you next practice.